threat. Do you remember this beloved character from the Battery-Operated Magic Toupee, the podcast?
Please don't let them hurt me. I'm scared.
He may be dead soon. We will kill one cast member from the Battery-Operated Magic Toupee, the podcast, every hour that you do not subscribe to the Battery-Operated Magic Toupee, the podcast. You don't believe us?
I don't think they're kidding.
Well, you'll see. We'll kill another cast member, and their death and the devastating impact on the world of comedy will be on your head to show you that we're not just threatening. Listen to this.
Oh, that hurt.
The Battery-Operated Magic Toupee, the podcast. Journey to dimensions of existence even more moronic and idiotic than ours. Alternative universes of such stupidity that we've constructed. The Battery-Operated Magic Toupee. Warning! The following comedy is intended for mature audiences and for those not easily offended. If you're of a delicate disposition and offend easily, for example, if we refer to you as a silly cunt, we recommend stop listening immediately, cancel us now, and fuck off. This season on LCD, the lowest common denominator network, we've lowered the bar so far beneath the floor that we need tunneling equipment to be embarrassed by how low we set it. Evenings are times for game shows on LCD with a new season of desperate game shows beginning with the new game show for interrupting cows, Interrupting Cow. Welcome to Interrupting Cow, the game show for intelligent people who interrupt. The prize goes to the person who can interrupt the question and correctly answer the quickest. First question, who's the person who... Hal Roach? Correct, and the question was, who was the person who teamed Thelma Todd with Zazu Pitt and Patsy Kelly? The next question... 1932. Correct, and the question was, what year was the plastic toilet brush invented? And now, the lightning round. Richard Nixon. Correct. Diseases of the anus? Correct. And now the next question will be a bit more difficult. It requires a 10-part answer. What are the... Mons pubis, labia majora, labia minora, clitoris, vestibular bulbs, vulva, vestibule, Bartholin glands, skin glands, urethra, and one more, and the vaginal opening. Correct. What are the components of the vulva? And a new season of Follow the Rules. Welcome to Follow the Rules, the game show for people who follow the rules. The rules of the game are very simple. In the first round, we'll spin the wheel, and it lands on one of these colors, and you'll hear this. After which, you'll randomly select a card from the bowl, and if it matches the color that the wheel lands on, you'll hear this. And then you'll be sent to the general question area, where we'll give you 3 minutes to answer 10 general questions, all based on a category chosen by rolling these 3 oversized special dice. And if the dice lands on a bonus, you'll hear this. And then you'll be asked the bonus question, which if you answer it correctly, you'll move to the intermediate bonus round, where we'll offer up a series of obstacles and tasks that you must successfully complete in order to move forward to the fabulous bonus round quiz. Now, if at the very beginning you didn't match a card drawn from the bowl, you'll hear this. But don't worry, you'll go to the makeup round, where you'll be given an opportunity to answer a series of questions chosen by matching the category on the board correctly. If you answer 3 out of the 5 questions, you'll hear... and move forward to the semifinal round where you and 2 other contestants from the previous game will answer questions of increasing difficulty. And when this sounds, we'll begin the lightning rapid fire 1-minute round. And when that's done, you'll hear this. And when that buzzer goes off, the 2 contestants with the 2 highest scores will compete in the one-on-one endurance competition, which stops when you hear this. Which means the producer has digestive difficulties and will need to clear the studio in a few minutes. Well, that's all we have time for. We'll continue explaining the rules in next week's episode.
Followed by everyone's favorite salty seafaring game show, Fried Fish Fiesta. It's time for Fried Fish Fiesta, where you seafood lovers have the opportunity to be pelted by fried fish and win big prizes. The rules of the game are simple. We're going to put you in a special chamber where we pelt you with different pieces of fried fish. And as you're hit by a piece of fried fish, you need to say what type of fish it is. And there's a special spoiler. If you guess the special spoiler correct, you'll win the grand prize. And our first contestant is John Shrapton. John, step into the Fried Fish Fiesta chamber and release the fish.
That was fried cod.
Correct.
Fried halibut? No. Plaice.
Correct.
Haddock. No, wait, that's not right. It's not haddock. That's the spoiler. That was fried chicken.
You guessed it, that was the spoiler. Yes, a piece of chicken. And you're the big winner on Fried Fish Fiesta. And from Japan, our own version of Hardcore Endurance, the new game show based on Japan's favorite game show, Kusa Gamanda, which roughly translates to fucking torture. Welcome to Hardcore Endurance. This week we feature one of our most severe hardcore endurance challenges. We've taken on 3 contestants, locked them in these 3 airtight sealed chambers without food, without water. When a contestant has had enough and they give up, they press this buzzer. So far, out of the 3, Harold and Wendy have pressed the buzzer and eliminated themselves, and John Babbleduck is still in. And remember, for every hour he stays in the sealed chamber, he'll earn another 10,000 pounds. And John has been in the chamber for the entire 3 days, and it's time to open the chamber. Congratulations, John. And John is dead. Yes, I guess 3 days without food and water, and yes, oxygen will do that. I don't think the Japanese quite thought this one through. And our newest game show, Anonymous Blowjob.
Well, our first contestant is blindfolded, and they're gonna receive their mystery blowjob. Off you go. Okay, for 100 pounds, who's sucking your knob? First, is it a man or is it a woman?
That's hard to say. I think it's a trick question. Is it a trans?
Very good. 5 points. A trans. Nationality.
I was gonna say black, but I'm gonna say Asian. Is it Asian?
Correct. 10 points. Asian trans. What do they do for a living?
Well, I don't think they're in the sex trade. While it's not a bad blowjob, it certainly isn't a professional. Nope, this isn't a person who sucks cock for a living. It's Fishioda. There's a Fishioda. I'm gonna say they're a fishmonger.
You're absolutely correct. Take your blindfold off. It's Timmy Wong, an Asian trans fishmonger. You've won 10,000 pounds. You can either keep the 10,000 pounds or risk it in the Big Bukkake Challenge. All this and more on the Lowest Common Denominator Network.
Hold it right there! Stop! This is the end of the sampler! If you want to listen to the rest of this thrilling episode of the Battery-Operated Magic Toupee, click on the link below, or listen to it on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. And listen to this.
As we gain a higher understanding of stupidity, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves. Hence we bid farewell to the Battery-Operated Magic Toupee, pooting and spooing and farting thick brown smoke as it dimly staggers from reality to reality on its moronic mission.
You have been listening to the Battery-Operated Magic Toupee, the podcast. It was performed and was written and produced by Elliot Stein. Copyright 2025, Gargoyle Entertainment. Thank you for listening. That was a sample of an episode of the Battery-Operated Magic Toupee, the podcast. Please click on subscribe and like and all the other cool and generous buttons that are on whatever site you just listened to this on. That helps us a lot, and we really appreciate it. What you just heard was a sample, a taster. And if you like the taste, come listen to the whole podcast on Spotify, Apple, and other cool podcast platforms. And if you really liked it, really liked it, come be a member, a paid subscriber on the Battery-Operated Magic Toupee, the podcast Patreon page for the complete uncut episodes and lots of other cool shit. Each episode takes 2 solid weeks to create and lots of resources to produce. It costs money, and we rely on the generosity of our members to keep the comedy going. And you can visit our webpage at BOMT.UK or Battery-Operated Magic Toupee.UK. And don't forget to tune in to the next thrilling episode of the Battery-Operated Magic Toupee, the podcast.
Toodles!